On May 26, 2016, a young male was tragically shot and killed near Edson, Alberta, in the foothills east of the Rocky Mountains. 2 men were charged and convicted with unlawful killing of wildlife. Grizzly bears are a threatened species, and the fate of this young male is all but uncommon. In fact, the top 4 causes of bear mortality in the region all involve people. It seems that when humans and bears meet, the bear usually loses. To limit human wildlife, to limit human grizzly bear, to limit negative human grizzly bear interactions, we first need to understand the relationship. We first need to understand where bears choose to hang out and why. Grizzly bears are unpredictable, but let's be honest. Just like you and me, their lives are more or less centered around food. Delicious roots and forbs, berries by the trillion, and even the occasional sheep or deer. But what dictates when and where food occurs? I think it's all about snow. In the springtime, snow melts earlier at lower elevations, so food appears sooner. The valleys and foothills are also where the majority of people choose to live, work, and recreate. Could the timing of snowmelt be driving bears into areas where they're more likely to encounter humans? To investigate this question, I built a fine-scale remote sensing snow cover map and use it to connect the dots between bear movement and snow conditions. The dots being the GPS locations of a multitude of bears that have been collared for almost 20 years. My analysis begins with the internal alarm clock of a collared bear waking up from hibernation underground. As it emerges from its den, its GPS collar pings a nearby satellite, and I get its location every hour. I then examine, where is the bear going? How fast is it moving? How often is it turning? And compare it to nearby snow conditions. Bears are, in fact, moving away from the snowy mountains in springtime toward these lower elevation, human-dominated landscapes. If only they knew what they were in for. My hope is that we can use this knowledge of snow and bears to limit human access to critical habitat, promote a healthy bear recovery in Alberta, and keep these young males and females out of the headlines. Let's make sure that Canada's iconic species doesn't meet the same gloomy fate of so many of Earth's wonderful large mammals. Thank you.